Brian Grimes, your real estate mentor, back with another action-packed session. Today, we're going to be talking about the $25,000 forgivable loans that are available to you guys through a lot of different states, through a lot of different cities. You can get your hands on this money. This is not a gimmick. This is not clickbait. This stuff exists. I'm going to walk you through kind of a three-step process if this is something that you want to do in 2025. And I would recommend that anybody do it if you're getting into the buy and hold game and if you're focusing on affordable housing in particular. There's a lot of benefits, and we talk a lot about affordable housing within the mentorship program on this YouTube channel, on the Insta as well, because there's just a lot of value within that affordable housing space. There's a lot of money circulating around. People want you to get your hands on this money because America has an affordable housing crisis right now, and the only way to solve it is through us. It is through the mom and pop investors and developers, because the government just does not have the resources to do it. So they will literally give you money, 0% interest, and forgive 100% of it, which is like just putting cash in your pocket, putting equity in your property. So this is as serious as a heart attack. If you guys want to get into this, stick around to the end, ask lots of questions. We're only going to run for about 20 to 30 minutes today. So make sure you ask your questions. Guys, if you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment that says I subscribed. If you're on IG, DM me Cashflow, get access to my new training. I just put together a couple of days ago. It just went live. So we have a new real estate training. It'll show you exactly how I got started, all the strategies that I use, all of my cheat codes, and how you can advance yourself in this game. So reach out, DM me, get a hold of that. And of course, if you're interested in any of our programs, we're going to do another real estate ride-along tour in March. I'll announce that date at some point. You can always reach out for that. We have the Boots on the Ground program. We have a couple of people who are about to sign up this week. We only have 2 spots open in the Boots on the Ground program right now. So, they'll join, or if you're interested, maybe you'll reach out and join before them, and then they'll get waitlisted. I'm not quite sure how that'll pan out, but that's the program where we find, finance, rehab, tenant, and manage properties for you. So we just do all the heavy lifting and hard work for you so that you can advance. So that is going to be that. And then we have our Inner Circle program as well, where we'll just teach you the game. Some people, don't want us to do everything for them. They kind of want to learn the ropes and do it themselves. So we have the do it yourself program as well. So guys, any questions, drop them in the chat, drop them in the comment section. Hope everybody's having a good new year so far, and let's get into this. So what is this $25,000 forgivable loan to build affordable housing? And is it only for affordable housing? Well, yes, it's only for affordable housing. It is to incentivize you to go build properties and then rent them out to people who are below a certain income. That income is usually less than 50% of the area median income. So if you are already looking into strategies like Section 8, co-living, where you're renting to people who are what I would call like workforce housing. So they are, driving Uber, driving for Amazon. They're making, let's call it $3,000 or less in a major city. They're typically going to qualify for the property, and that's going to allow you to get that forgivable nature. You have to hold this loan or hold this property and rent it out to affordable housing tenants for at least like 7 to 10 years to get 100% of the loan forgiven. It will stair step itself down. And I did a separate YouTube live on kind of like the nuts and bolts and mechanics. I'd recommend going to my YouTube channel. If you're on IG, Brian Loves Cashflow. I put a link to my YouTube channel in the stories. So you can just click on that link and you can tap into my YouTube and kind of watch some of these lives. But today we're going to talk about a strategy like, how can I actually use this to get properties, get really cheap rental properties, get the money to rehab them, and then hang on to these and make some cash flow? And how much money can I make off of just doing one deal? So this is a strategy where you can get that 25K and you can flip that into like $500 to $1,000 a month in cash flow. So step one, you got to get your hands on affordable properties. A lot of people don't know how to get cheap properties. There are plenty of places that you can go to get them. I'm probably going to do a live next week that gives you like the 5 best places to get really cheap properties. But one good place is your local auction. I would recommend learning how the auction works wherever you're at, because it's a place where you can buy properties for pennies on a dollar, 10 cents, 20 cents on a dollar, 30 cents on a dollar. And I'm seeing it right now. We have mentees in our Boots on the Ground program right now who are buying properties that have after repair values of $250,000. They're buying them for $25K. So this stuff is happening even in today's market, which is why you can't listen to naysayers, people's stories about the past, how they got burned, why they think real estate's not good. People are getting incredible deals done right now today. So all of that is just, it's kind of nonsense, and it's not worth listening to or wasting your time on. So go to the auction, you get a property, let's say 40K. So not even 25 to 30K I'm seeing, but you get it for 40K. And you can do this because people are doing it right now in places like Philly, which is the 6th largest city in America. So if you can do it in Philly, you can do it anywhere. I want fixer-uppers. I want properties that need work. Now, how much work? That depends on your experience. If you're in something like our Boots on the Ground program, where we're just building the houses for you, well, you can go get a full gut job, and we can just chew right through that deal with our construction crews. We're going to handle all the drama for you. If you're a little bit newer to the game, you may want something cosmetic, but the more cosmetic you go with this strategy, I would say arguably the better it is, because with a cosmetic rehab, you may only need 25K to do all of the renovations. You might not need any other money to do it. I'm going to look in affordable cities that have an affordable housing crisis. These are going to be cities like Philadelphia, Baltimore, Cleveland, Detroit. I'm going to look in some of these markets that are struggling to produce enough affordable housing because they're going to give me the most value. There's not only this like 25K forgivable loan option that is provided to you by like the Section 8 housing department. There are even more. There are nonprofits. There's so much money. I've seen in upstate New York, they're paying like 125,000, 150,000 per unit. So you could buy some land and freaking do a ground up deal. They'll give you like 350, 400,000 to build affordable housing. I mean, it's absolutely insane. And this is why I think if you have half a brain right now, I'm just going to go out and say it very directly. If you have half a brain and you're a new real estate investor, you want to be learning about the affordable housing market and how you can get in, because there's free money circulating around to build. They're looking for more developers. There's not enough of us. And this is why I teach people, because I'm not creating competition by teaching you guys how to tap into affordable housing. There's not enough of us. Even if I teach 1,000 people this year how to do this strategy, there's still not enough of us, right? So you just have to get in. I'm going to go out and get a 90 to 100% lender. So I'm going to get a 90% to 100% lender to acquire the property. They're going to give me some money to rehab it, and then I'm going to get the rest from this $25,000 forgivable loan. So having access to the right lending relationships is a major key in this game. When you're new, you don't know the difference between Bank of America and a hard money lender. Like, you really don't know what's out there in the stratosphere. There are lots of lenders. We have connections with 100% lenders, 90/10 lenders, private money lenders that we connect our people to within our Boots on the Ground program and within our Inner Circle mentorship program. So if you don't have those relationships, it's an important reason for you to tap into mentorship. Mentorship is not only about knowledge, it's about relationships. Relationships are power, period. People are power. Knowledge is power, but people are power. So let's say you have knowledge of how to build a house, but you don't really know any contractors or any people. And I have no knowledge of how to build a house, but I know people who do, and I have contractors who know, and I have those relationships. I'm more powerful than you because I have the people. So tapping into mentorship can give you that form of power where you can accelerate a lot faster than you could on your own. You don't want to waste 10 years trying to figure things out. So I got my property, 40K. I got my 100% lender. That's kind of step one. I did it in an affordable city. And I don't care if you're from California, New York, Colorado. I don't care where you're from. Go, take your money and go to an affordable city. Tap into relationships where people can kind of help you, right? Don't bump your head against the wall. I don't want to hear, but Brian, I'm in California. The houses cost $1 million. Great. Go to an affordable city. Go build affordable housing. You got to take the leap of faith. You have to go out and go for your dreams. You really have to, or it's going to pass you by. Step two, I'm going to get this forgivable loan. So I'm going to apply for it. They're going to approve it because I'm building affordable housing. I'm going to get 25K. And you can get up to, right now in Philly, 5 of these. So they'll give you 25,000 across 5 different properties. So 125,000. And you can do them in LLCs, and it's for investors. You don't have to own or occupy, nothing like that. So I'm going to get the 25K from them. I can use this for qualified expenses. So like if I want to put in a new HVAC system, I want to put in a new electric system, rewire it. I want to put on a new roof. I need to do structural repairs. any of these things I can actually do here. So this is really really good. I'm gonna get the rest of the money from like a business credit card. If I have an IRA, a 401k, just any money laying around. If I have somebody I can partner with, I can raise the rest of the money that I need because I'm getting 25K. So you have to think about like most deals when you underwrite them. You guys don't know this, but I do this, you know, every day, all day. When you're underwriting deals, usually there's like maybe an extra 10 or 15K of cash contribution that gets left into a burst strategy deal right now at today's rates and today's prices. If you get a 25K loan forgivable, that means you can take 25K less from a construction or hard money lender. So you can get all of the money you need, then go here and get the last 25K. And you can use that for most of the repairs that you're going to make to a property anyway. You're not going to do cosmetics. Like you're not going to get 25K and add a nice like vanity to the bathroom, or oh, I'm going to add a nice accent wall and a fireplace. It's not for that, but you can use it for the big expenditures. You want to use it for, hey, we had 10,000 to rewire the place. Hey, we had 8,000 to do all the new plumbing. We had to put the new roof on, 4,000. You want to use it for those big ticket items. So this can save you a lot. And the rehabs on these types of projects will take you around like 2 to 3 months. So you want to factor in a 2 to 3 month turn time on your rehab. Step 3, rent this property out affordable housing. Section 8, co-living is a good strategy as well. If you don't know about co-living, tap into my YouTube channel. Once again, I have full videos where I break down co-living, how it works. It's basically the strategy is taking a single family, 3-bed, 1-bath, breaking it up into 3 beds, 3 baths, and then renting them out individually as master suites. So I can take a rent, let's say a 3-bed, 1-bath will rent for $1,500 a month. If I do that as master suites, I can rent each one for $800 a month. So 3 master suites, $800 a month, that's $2,400 a month. So I took my rent from $1,500 a month to $2,400 a month on the same property size, just a different layout and footprint. So just having the knowledge of how to reposition your asset could unlock an extra $900,000 a month in cash flow. This is where knowledge becomes power as well. How to analyze deals, how to build deals like a pro. We're giving you a lot of value. We're only like 12 minutes in. A lot of value, a lot of game in this. So a lot of you guys are going to need to rewatch this a couple of times for everything to sink in, because we're really flying through this information. The hold period, once again, 10-year holding period. So I'm going to hold on to this property for at least 10 years. I'm going to rent it out Section 8. The average Section 8 tenant, I'll get into that, but I'm going to rent this Section 8 because the government is going to pay the rent. They're going to pay up to 100% of the rent. Usually they're paying somewhere between 70 to 100%. So I'm not chasing my tenant for money. I have enough money coming in from the government to cover the mortgage. Like I'm completely covered with this situation. This is a great investment strategy if you're investing out of state as well. If you're investing out of town, you're from Cali. Somebody hit me up and said like, yeah, I'm from Cali. If that's your situation, this is going to be a safe way to do it, especially if you're out of state, so that you don't get screwed on your rent. But I'm going to go with Section 8 because it's kind of safe. It's government money. It's pretty secure. The government's guaranteeing it. The average Section 8 tenant stays for 5 to 8 years anyway. So once you get this property Section 8'd, somebody moves in, you're pretty much in a good position for that 10-year holding period. The cash flow is going to be really good over that 10 years. Let's say you're cash flowing around $800 a month. You're up like $82,000. And that's after factoring in expenses. A lot of people are like, wait, but $800 a month, 10 years, that's like $8,000 a year is $9,600 a year in cash flow. So I'm taking that out 10 years, saying around 82,000, meaning you burn like 13,000 on maintenance and other miscellaneous expenses. It's pretty much a slam dunk there. And then once they forgive that loan, well, they're just giving you $25,000 of equity in your property. Now, if you know anything about the BRRRR strategy and equity in your property, you know that you can go to a bank and say, hey, I have equity here. Give me a cash out refinance, and they'll refinance you up to like 75%, 80% of the after repair value of your property, which means you can grab that money. You can grab that $25,000 in the future and put it in your pocket tax free. So this is an incredible gift that they're giving us. I mean, the government does not have to give us $25,000. They don't have to give us a dime to do this. I mean, I do this and have done this for years, for over a decade, with no government assistance. But now because of the climate. The affordable housing crisis is projected to double in the next 5 years. Double in 5 years. And the amount of developers and people in the space will not double in the next 5 years. This is where you want to be. This is where the money's going to be at. And globally, we're seeing a lot of recessionary pressure globally as that continues to play out, as inflation continues to go up. People are going to be needing affordable options. This is why the affordable housing crisis is projected to double in the next 5 years, because the World Economic Forum, the people controlling and pulling the strings financially for all of our governments across the world, they know what's about to happen. Prices are going to keep going up. Rates are going to stay, they're going to get lower. They're going to stay kind of right around where they're at. So if you want to make money, this is what you have to do. So doing this play on one deal, going out, buying it, putting some money in, getting it seasoned, adding value, because I'm value adding it with the rehab, it's going to produce you about $107,000 worth of value just on doing one of these. And this is why I say 1 or 2 properties like this year can get 1 foot out of the 9 to 5. Just doing 1 or 2 of these a year for a couple of years, it'll get you 1 or 2 feet out of 9 to 5. If you accelerate this, you do 5 to 10 of these. And I have boots on the ground members who are cruising into that. They're doing 10 plus deals a year. I mean, you're going to be out of the 9 to 5 in no time. So if your goal is to leave a legacy to your family, get out of the 9 to 5, retire your parents, leave money to the next generation, start to pursue your passions, live your dream life. Like, just go out and do your thing while you're young, while you can travel, but while you have the energy. You need to start focusing on real estate, because real estate's the only thing that I've seen that'll get you there and that'll get the average bear there. And you need to focus on affordable housing. You need to wake up and focus on affordable housing. Don't listen to the talking heads rocking their diamond chains, standing in front of a Lamborghini, telling you, oh, you got to do this flip. You got to do this wholesale deal. They're showing you some big check. Affordable housing, long-term buy and hold cash flow, building equity, getting tax write-offs. This is how the rich stay rich. This is how they get rich. This is how they protect their assets and stay rich. You get the tax write-offs, you get the equity, you get the cash flow. As inflation goes up and prices go up, your assets appreciate as well. Your assets go up, your house values go up, your rents go up, your cash flow goes up. This is the way out. This is the exit plan. So we're up against 17 minutes. I'm going to open it up to any questions anybody has, and then we're going to put a bow on this thing. But I wanted to get you guys this information early in 2025 so that you could get off to a good start. And once again, guys, if you got value from this, don't be selfish. Share the content with somebody else who you want to get value. Share this with a friend. Building with other people, having people in your circle is huge. Having friends who are doing this alongside you, you're learning with them, you're bouncing ideas off of them. You guys are partnering on projects here and there. You're sharing resources, sharing contractors, sharing architects, engineers. This is part of the game. Changing your circle will get you a lot further. That's why we have our inner circle program. That's why we have our boots on the ground program. That's why we offer mentorship. Changing your surrounding, the people around you, is going to allow you to accelerate. But share the content with somebody else who you want to get value. And if you want to learn more, tap into my free training. There's a link. If you click the link in the description on YouTube, there's a link to the new training. It's the only link in the description. So you click on that, it'll take you straight to a video. It's only about an 18-minute training. So you can get the information, digest it very quickly. If you're interested in tapping into any of our programs, you can always book a call with me and my team right through that link as well. If you're on Instagram, just click the link in bio and you can tap into the free training, or DM me cash flow if you want to reach out with questions, or if you're really serious. We're only dealing with action takers this year because they're really busier than ever, guys. Like, I've been at this for a while. I've been doing this for over a decade. I'm getting 100 plus DMs a day right now. It's busier than ever. I want to get back to all of you. I want to help all of you, but we only have time to help the serious action takers. Last thing I'll say about that is there are ways to get into this game without cash or credit as well. So if you're struggling with that, still reach out. We'll show you the cheat codes to getting into the game, even if you're starting off with limited cash or credit. I just did a wholesale deal today. I just helped somebody to acquire a wholesale deal. Really good deal. Wholesaler made $5K. Do you think he had cash or credit? He didn't use any cash or credit for that deal, just moving paper. So why not you? Why not you go out and grab that 5K? I've got mentees making, $25,000 on the side in their first year of just doing creative financing and kind of tapping into this game. You guys can do it. Let me see if we have any questions, and then we will keep flowing through here. One challenge I'm having is living in Orange County, California. Duplexes and triplexes are astronomically expensive, and it's hard to find capital for the down payment. Just get out. It's kind of like that movie, like just get out. I mean, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with investing where you know. If you're from kind of California, a lot of people I talk to from Cali, they're like, bro, I was born here and, my whole family's here. And a lot of people never leave, but the prices are through the roof. You have to look out of state where your money goes further. And being in California is just the most extreme version of this. There are a lot of markets across the country that are overpriced and where people can't afford to get in. So if you're struggling with that, reach out. The best thing to do is to tap in out of state. So I helped somebody, one of our mentees I'm thinking of, they had never done a deal. They were in, I want to say like Nashville or somewhere kind of in the South, and their insurance premiums were tripling in the state. Like they just went up 2-3x, and there was just no cash flow. I helped them to get a deal in Cleveland. We got a duplex in Cleveland, $80,000. They're cash flowing $900 a month off of it right now, and we did that completely out of state. Showed them step by step how to do it. You got to get out of state, but to do it, you have to know the right way to do it. You also don't want to get burned and being penny wise, pound foolish, trying to run too fast and not tap into the right relationships, because everybody out here is not reputable. Everybody out here is not trying to help you. This is also part of the reason why I got into this side. I could have just kept all the knowledge to myself, stayed off of social, and just keep building houses and buying houses. I mean, I did 300 deals, buy and hold, building a portfolio before I even dropped any videos for you guys and any content. So didn't need to do this to get there. But I got into this also because I got burned. I had to figure this out from the School of Hard Knocks. I had to get burned by GCs, and it's the worst feeling in the world. I want you guys to have a chance to invest out of state the right way and learn from my mistakes, learn from my pitfalls, learn from all of my losses. You don't have to lose money to have success, but you do need to get tapped in and get pointed in the right direction, because I mean, a contractor could grip you for 40, 50,000 and they'll just disappear. And a lot of people are like, oh, I'll just sue them. Don't matter. If they don't have the money, you can't collect. What are you going to garnish their wages? They don't work. They don't have a job. They're running around freelance. They're taking cash payments. They're operating through Cash App and PayPal. Like, you can't get to them. Some of these people are what we would call judgment proof. You can get a judgment on them, but you can't collect. It's not worth anything. And then you're going to pay an attorney $100,000, $200,000 to try to get that judgment. So it's better to learn. It's better to invest a couple K in your education and just go out and do it the right way than do it the wrong way. But some of us, like I got a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, and it seems like the 3-year-old, just no matter what I tell him, he only learns through pain. Like he only learns through like just beating his head against the wall. And it's like, yo, I told you to stop running over there and doing that, but he just doesn't learn. Some people just learn from beating their head against the wall. A lot of us grow out of that over the course of time, and I'm sure my 3-year-old son will. Some of us don't. Is the reality. Some of us are like fully formed by 7, 8 years old, and we just don't grow out of that. So we just got to keep beating our head against the wall. For a lot of us, that's why we're still stuck in a 9-to-5, because you can't believe real knowledge. You believe still the diamond chain and a Lamborghini. To me, not to knock any real estate mentors who like to wear diamond chains, but are we rappers, or are we out here to help you and educate you and get you to the next level? I'm not a rapper. I'm a real estate coach. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an investor. I'm not here to wear a diamond chain. I'm here to rock some gear and show you we got to cross out that 9-to-5 and put that 24/7 cash flow, which we got new signs. My wife's buying me some new gifts for the 24/7 cash flow community, but we're here to get you to the cash flow. That's what's important for you guys to accelerate. Somebody said, Bookie said, I'm ready. If you're ready, just reach out, DM me cash flow, or click the link in bio, tap into the free training, book a call with me and my team. Key to your home said, I have your number. Good. If you have my number, shoot me a text and reach out. But like I said, this year we only have the time for the action takers, guys. If you're just kicking the can or you're still kind of on the fence, that's cool. Tap into the free content. I've been putting it out for years. Tap in, jump into the YouTube channel, Brian Loves Cash Flow, and you'll get educated on that end, or tap into the free trainings. Click the links in the description. But if you're ready to really go after this in 2025, reach out, book a call with me and my team, but tap into the free training first. Make sure that this is a good fit, because we do things the 24/7 cash flow way. We have our own way that is pretty conservative, but pretty steady. And we can get you tapped in from anywhere in the world. We also can get you tapped in from outside of the country. So I have a lot of people now, because we have that international reach. Somebody else just tapped in from Canada the other day. Somebody tapped in from another country. You had people tapping from New Zealand. We have a real international reach from a lot of the podcasting that I've done over the years as well. What are the cheat codes? True Grace said, definitely click the link in the description and tap into the free training, because I revealed the cheat codes. There's in the training, there's actually one of our mentees. We gave him the cheat codes, all the secrets, and helped him with his first couple of deals. He got a 7-unit building and a 6-unit building within his first 6 months. It was crazy. And then he went out and got after we shot a whole testimonial on it and everything. After that, he went out and got another 2 triplexes in St. Louis with creative financing as well. No cash, no credit. No cash, no credit. It sounds gimmicky, because you think about it and you're like, oh, how could that work? How does this make sense? But once we break down the information and the knowledge for you, it'll be crystal clear. It's oh, this is just superior knowledge, superior strategy. You guys have to understand, there are people out here with a superior strategy to you. If you think that a millionaire works harder than you, you've been fooled. You've been fooled. Hook, line, and sinker. You've been absolutely fooled and bamboozled. Millionaires don't work harder than you. They work way less harder than you. They have superior strategy that allows them to work less and make more. They make more off of the strategy of what they're applying their energy into. So it's kind of like a millionaire's driving a very fast car. They're driving a Corvette and you're driving a 1998 Dodge, just like a bomb. And you're like, oh, well, they're going way faster than me. They must be really putting pedal to the metal. And it's no, they barely tapped the gas, bro. They barely tapped it. It's all about superior strategy. So once you get superior strategy in the form of knowledge, in the form of mentorship, somebody who's already done it, don't try to reinvent it. Just do what somebody else did and get the same result, and then move on. And then you can tweak if you want to accelerate from there or try to do it differently from there. But I would recommend tapping into the free training to learn the cheat codes, to see the success that people have been having with it. And then if you want to really lock in and make it something that you're actually going to go out and do, you can do it. The only thing stopping you from doing it is just having access to the information. Sandy said, I'm from Detroit, and I got this cash flow. I'm ready to get this money. Look, cash flow would change your life. One check, one rent check, just one. And I've seen this happen for a lot of my mentees. They get their first deal, they get that first check, changes your life, changes your perspective, because then it's real. It ain't just me as a talking head telling you it's real. It's real. Damn, this money just came in the government just on the first of the month. Let me see if they do it again. Then they do it again. Then you're like, damn, I need 10 more of these. Brian, what's up? How can I accelerate? The whole conversation changes from, is this real? Can this happen for me? Oh, but I tried this and it didn't work, to how many can I do? How can I accelerate? Are there any other markets that I should be looking at? The whole conversation changes. And when our conversation changes, the better questions you ask, the better answers you get. Especially when you're dealing with somebody like me who's done this so much. There are things that I don't even know, I don't even recall until you ask me the question. Then I'm like, let me dig through the memory bank. Oh yeah, do this, and that. And they're like, damn. Yeah, you got to ask the right questions to get the right answers. How would you invest in New York, Long Island? I wouldn't. I would go to Philly. If I'm living in New York, Long Island, I'm so close to Philly. I'm so close to Connecticut, I'm so close to Jersey that I'm out. The landlord-tenant laws in New York suck. The landlord-tenant laws are horrendous. The only place with worse landlord-tenant laws in New York is California. So I'm out. I'm not doing it, guys. I'm not beating my head against any walls. If I was going to do a deal in New York, Long Island, and I had a gun to my head, I had to do it. I would do a flip. I wouldn't do a buy and hold. I wouldn't buy and hold there because I don't want to be on the wrong side of that landlord-tenant court. Too many horror stories that aren't really stories. They're just real. They're like reenactments, recounts of reality. They're not drama. New York is a tough place to buy and hold in. I would take my money versus doing it in New York. I would go to Philly. I would go to Jersey. It's probably South Jersey. I would go to Delaware. I would go to Baltimore. I would go to Cleveland. I would go to Pittsburgh. I would take my money and bounce because my money goes further. If I had the capital to do one deal in Long Island, that would mean I had the capital to do 4 or 5 deals in Philly. And I'm a numbers guy. So if I do 4 or 5 deals, think about Russian roulette. I was at a casino recently. It was part of like a resort casino. I don't really gamble, but I have family that does, like, a lot. I'm not a good gambler. It's not my thing. I just go, spend a $50, have a little bit of fun, playing roulette, $1 a hand, whatever. Now, if you went to a roulette table, that's where they put the ball in and it spins around in a circle and it lands on something. Your strategy, you could take a token, you could put it on one spot. I want black 22. And if you hit, you're going to go way up. But the chances of you hitting are extremely low. What you want to do as a strategy in roulette is take maybe 5 chips and spread them out on a couple of spots so that your chance of winning some money increases. That's kind of, you want to take that same type of strategy and mentality to real estate. I don't want to be in a market where I can only do 1 or 2 deals and then I'm out of money. I'm out of the game. I want to be in markets where I can go and grab 5, 10, 15, 20 deals with the same capital. I want to spread it around because the chance of 25 to 40 to maybe 50% of your portfolio popping, even if a part of your portfolio underperforms or performs averagely, when you pop on those big winners, they're going to crush. They're going to crush. They're going to take you to the moon. So you want to be in a better market. That's how, that's the best answer I can give you is I just wouldn't. If you're asking me how I would invest in New York, I wouldn't. I don't. I go to Philly. I live in New York. I'm here with you, but I invest in Philly. I invest in Baltimore. I'll go out to Texas. I'll invest there. I invest in Jersey. I'll invest in Delaware. I'm going to get out. Go to Connecticut. Just help one of our mentees get a deal. Her first multifamily in Connecticut. Beautiful. Right by a major college. I think it's one of the Ivy League colleges out there. I'm not sure what college it is actually, but right by one of the major colleges out there. You can get really good real estate. She just got a triplex for like 400 and something, I believe. It's pretty cheap. 450 triplex, and it's going to cash flow 1,500 a month, 1,000 a month, 1,500 a month, and just keep going up through the moon. So buy in undervalued cities, affordable cities. That was, I gave you that game when we started this training. Step 1, fixer uppers. Second line of step 1, affordable cities. Other part of affordable cities, landlord friendly or balanced cities. Landlord friendly or balanced cities. That's what I got to do. What about North Carolina? North Carolina is not a bad market. We have mentees who are crushing North Carolina. North Carolina is a relationship market. North Carolina is a relationship market. One, you need the knowledge so that when you get into the right arenas, you get in front of the right people, you got to be able to talk right. A lot of you are missing opportunities because you don't know how to talk the talk. You don't know the jargon yet. Yeah, Roland's on here. Roland's getting it in. Roland tapped into the mentorship program. He went from 2 deals to 10 deals in like a year because he started to talk the talk more. He started to understand the game more. His confidence went through the roof. His confidence went straight through the roof. And he started getting networked in. More and more deals. Now he's probably got more deals than he can handle. So you tap in to the inner circle. That's what I'm gonna say, look, you need to go talk to your big brother Roland, because he's out in North Carolina. He's moving and shaking. He's in the historic districts. He's doing the multis. He's making it happen, and he can help you to get through the first one. It's not always what you know, it's who you know. But that's part of it. That's part of it. That's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. Is you can sit there on the sidelines, skeptical all you want. You're just hurting you. You're gonna get in front of a big opportunity. You're gonna blow it because they're gonna be like, so, what do you do, or what are you looking to do? You don't really know yet. You don't really understand how to turn these relationships into value. But with the right knowledge, once you do, you have so much value. You have more deals than you can handle. It's all just your mindset and your knowledge, and that will lead to a skill set. But yeah, North Carolina, yeah, it's a hot spot. There's spots in Arkansas that are hot spots. Little Rock blowing up. There's spots across the country you guys aren't even focused on that are going to explode and that are exploding. But that's why you need to get locked in. You need to be a part of a group where people are investing across the country. I get to see it because I'm working with everybody. So I know everywhere across the country that's exploding. You need to get in the know. Then you can do a lot better. If you're not in the know, then you have my local housing market is not, it's not good enough, and I'm priced out, and I keep getting out. But you're one of those people. You're on that frequency. That frequency's down here. The other frequency's way up here. The other frequency, people are like, yeah, I got more deals than I can handle. There is no competition. You got any more private money lenders? You got any more people that can give me money? Hey, you got anybody else interested? I'll hand this deal off to him right now. That's the next level that I want you guys at. But I can only lead you to the water. I cannot make you drink it, and I don't have time to make you drink it because, like I said, we're getting 100 DMs a day. We can only help so many people. I'm still only one guy. My goal this year is to help anywhere from, I want to help 100 to 200 people in the boots on the ground program to get deals, and we're going to expand into some new markets. And I want to, the goal has always been to create about 1,000 developers, and maybe that's small. Maybe we end up creating 10,000 developers. But we want to help more people to get out of the 9 to 5. This is going to be a pivotal year. 2024 was a bear, an absolute bear. 2025 is going to be a different year. This is a year to plant the seed, to get started right away. And if you take that challenge on, you jump and allow the net to appear, you allow the cosmic energy, the real estate universe to support you. It can't support you until you jump into the water. You can't swim until you jump in. You can't float until you jump in. But as you take that leap of faith, you will be supported just like I was. Just like I was. I was more horrified than you because I didn't have some guy like me giving me game. I just gave you a $25,000 play in 17 minutes. I didn't have that. I was lost for real. So you guys aren't that lost. You have access. You just maybe don't believe in yourself yet. You don't believe that you're the one yet. You wouldn't be exposed to this information. There's so many things, so many places. We got about 52 people on the horn right now. There's so many places you guys could be. You don't have to be here. Probably, several thousand people will see this. They don't have to see this. Anybody who's watching this, you don't have to watch this, especially if you watched it into this point where I'm talking about this and just kind of ranting. You don't have to be here. You're here because you're chosen. Especially if you're the one in your family, like nobody's done this before, you don't come from much, and you're trying to figure it out, and you're trying to get ahead. You're chosen. That's why you're here. You know how many other channels there are, how many other talking heads there are, how many other, more, what I would call more entertaining things. Because I don't stand in front of a Lamborghini. I don't have the diamond chain. I don't care about any of that. And I ain't doing that. I'm not even looking for those people who are into that. You're here for a reason, because it's time. But the thing is, you have to take the leap of faith and bet on yourself. If you don't, you'll miss the opportunity. It's on you at that point. So you got to bet on yourself. You got to take a risk on yourself at some point. And one thing I can essentially guarantee you is if you invest in your education first, if you become more knowledgeable first, if you get connected first, you'll never regret it. You'll have an amazing time as an investor. So guys, hope that helps. We're about 40 minutes in, which is longer than I wanted to go. If anybody has any questions, comments, drop them in the chat section, drop them in the comment section, and let me see this last question, and then we'll put a bow on this thing. Can you give basics of best 5 places for affordable housing markets? Affordable cities have the best affordable housing markets. C-class neighborhoods offer the best opportunity. So within an affordable city, C-class neighborhoods are the best place to buy because that's where you can 3x your value. That's where you can buy it, and then the property can go up 2 or 3x in about 2 to 5 years. This is where you can flip your money, double your money, triple your money. So buying in affordable cities in C-class neighborhoods that are on the outskirts of A-class neighborhoods. A lot of people think it's A-class, then you drive down the street, you get to the B-class, then you drive down the street, you get to the C-class. It's not how it works. That's why they have that word that some people think is a dirty word called gentrification. Gentrification happens when a C-class market's very close to an A-class market, so people start price shopping. People say, yeah, you know what? I don't want to pay $500,000 for this single family. Let me go a half a mile out. I'm going to get it for $250,000. You want to be that 250 guy. Hi, I'm the cheaper alternative. Property looks just as nice, just in a slightly worse neighborhood. That's where you make your money. And what happens is everybody starts thinking like that. So they keep price shopping. Then the properties in the more expensive market, they go from $500,000 to $750,000. Yours goes from $250,000 to $500,000. You just doubled up. But think about what I said there. The top market goes from $500,000 to $750,000. Maybe not even, maybe to $650,000. The cheaper market goes from $250,000 to $500,000. It's the C class that 2x's in value, not the A class. The A class has already had a lot of the value stripped out of it over the years. So that's a major key. Go to affordable cities, landlord friendly or landlord balanced cities, C-class neighborhoods, Section 8 co-living, and get your hands on this damn free money to build it. And you have the recipe to become the next millionaire in your family or the first millionaire in your family, and then have the knowledge and the acumen to help other people. That's the game. That's the most advice I could give you. If you want more, tap into the free training. Click the link in the description. DM me if you're on IG, cash flow. Click the link in my bio on IG. Stay locked in. Learn the game. Bet on yourself. Get off your tickets. Get off the couch. Get off of YouTube University sometimes as well. Get out into the field. Turn this into a reality for yourself. And don't be afraid to fail. Because nobody cares if you fail or win anyway. People only care about themselves anyway. So many people are afraid to fail. Oh, what are the people going to think of me? They're not thinking about you. They don't care about you. They're not going to say anything. People are so self-absorbed, it's not even going to be a blip on their radar. That's the reality. There's nothing to lose. You're only going to fail forward. Even if you failed on your first deal, you would learn so much from it that you would 10x on deals 2 through 10. You're still going to hit your million. You're going to hit your million unless you stop. That's the only way you're not going to hit a million in real estate is if you stop. If you keep going, you're going to hit a million because it's a multi-trillion-dollar industry. A million is like a little crumb. It's not even a crumb. It wouldn't even show up with a microscope. Nobody cares if you make a million in real estate. That's the game. It's both sides of it. Nobody cares if you win, and nobody cares if you lose because people only care about themselves. So just go out and do it. Make it happen. Brian Grimes, your real estate mentor. Appreciate you guys. I might do a live on Wednesday afternoon. But we have our inner circle call for those who are in the mentorship program this Wednesday night. We're getting back to it. I'm fired up for 2025. This is going to be that year. I want to change more lives this year. More lives. More people out of the 9 to 5. And you guys are going to be a part of that. Appreciate you guys. If you need me, click the links in the description, tap into the free training, book a call with me and my team. I'll see you guys on the next one. Appreciate it.